Hey y'all, welcome to the Southern Lady Garden. Today I have Tiffany, Mercedes, and Kelsey with me. And they, well, really me, like an idiot, I've decided to do this episode in the name of multitasking, and they're gonna do a Brazilian while I talk to you guys about Ingrowns. So enjoy, because this is probably going to be really painful for me to continue talking and acting normal, but I have like a 15-minute break, so here we go. Okay. I can't believe I'm doing this. So right now I have two people doing my Brazilian and one person working on my thighs. So y'all bear with me. I also just kind of wanted to show you guys people get all kind of worked up about getting a Brazilian done for the first time, and I'm a huge baby, but really the pain level of it is not at all what the media makes it out to be, and it's definitely like, you can talk through it, it's fine. Today though, what I'm going to attempt to talk to you guys about is ingrowns and our tendency to pick at them ourselves. And so what has occurred to me is that it's really not realistic for us to say, no, don't pick your own ingrowns, because you're gonna do it. So I feel like it's kind of like sex ed. Sex ed is really important. People are gonna do it no matter what. So we might as well teach people how to do it safely. So yeah, I just compared ingrowns to sex. That's great. That's what happens when you get Brazilian while you're talking on camera. Okay. So as far as ingrowns go, there are a couple of things that you want to make sure that you're doing when you are picking at your ingrowns. First, you should never really feel like you're picking at an ingrown. If there is an ingrown, you should be able to tell where the hair is and know at least like 90% that you can get it out, because any sort of picking is just going to cause inflammation and potentially scarring. We talked a lot about hyperpigmentation a couple episodes ago, and I'll tag that in the description so that y'all can check it out. But it's really important that you do as little damage as possible to your skin, because your skin responds in ways that are not necessarily helpful. So what you're looking for when you look to see if you can actually get that ingrown out is going to be a small raised whitehead or something that looks like a blackhead. And you want to be able to see a hair. Okay, so that was the center. That was like the front and center one. And you see that was like a mild little like squeak. I'm a squeaker. So anyway, you want to be able to see a hair on the surface of the skin, or not on the surface of the skin. Oh my God, can I even do this? Okay.
You can do it.
I can do it. So you want to be able to see a hair directly below the surface of the skin, and that's going to tell you that you can get it out. The first thing that you're going to want to do is use heat. So you're going to want to take a shower or let a hot towel set on your skin for a few minutes. It really does open the pores and soften the skin and the hair, which makes it a lot easier for you to get that hair out. When you have done that, then what you want to do is sanitize the area. And that's hugely important, because if you don't, you're running the risk of introducing like really gross fingernail bacteria right into your skin. So like whenever you break the skin, there's an opportunity for bacteria to get in. And well, obviously, I hope this is obvious, you've washed your hands beforehand, you should also sanitize your skin. So you'll use alcohol or witch hazel to do that. Then you want to make sure that your hands are also sanitized with alcohol or witch hazel, and you want to make sure that your tweezers are disinfected if you're using tweezers. Whew, this is hard.
You're doing great.
Thank you. It's really, what's the hardest thing about it though is that it's really distracting to have 3 people. I kind of feel like a little bit like a celebrity. Like, you know how you see the celebrities there and they've got the hair team and the nails and the makeup team and all that at one time.
Yeah.
But this is like a really twisted version of that. Yes. Okay, so everything needs to be clean, bottom line. That's really, if you don't take anything away from this today other than that, I'm happy and I've done my job. Now, while you are working to extract that hair from the area, you're gonna want to make sure that you have a gauze pad or a cotton round that is soaked in witch hazel too, so that you can continually clean the area. Any blood or bacteria that's in that can contaminate the pores around that ingrown, and we want to avoid that too. I don't know, probably the best analogy that I have for that, whoa, sugar just flew, it was awesome. So one of the best analogies is that, like, have you ever had a zit on your face that you picked at, probably just like improperly, and ended up with like 3 more zits of the same area? That's exactly what happened. So the pus from one soaked into the pores surrounding it because you didn't clean it, and that happens with ingrowns too, and we want to avoid that. So you want to constantly be cleaning. Anytime there's blood, you want to just wipe it off so that that doesn't happen. My first route when I'm trying to get an ingrown is to make sure that I kind of press on the sides of it, and that tells me a little more about the location of the hair and how easy it's going to be to extract it. It's I don't know why I'm doing this.
Can you repeat a little to your body?
Okay, yeah, thank you. Sure, okay, let me do that. So if you press on the sides, a lot of times what's going to happen is, as my pickers know, some of those white blood cells that are trapped underneath that are trying to basically eat up that hair are going to come out, and you're probably going to get a much better visual of where that hair is. At this point here, we like to take the pointed tweezers and sort of insert them into the follicle, and at a perpendicular angle to the hair, and just lift up, and that hair should pop right out. And if that doesn't happen after maybe 2 or 3 attempts, you need to leave it alone. We feel really strongly here about not just picking to pick. Like, if a hair is not coming out, it's okay. What you're gonna do if you continue to try to extract that hair is you're going to cause inflammation, and what inflammation does is it blocks your view of the hair. So you're going to end up kind of working against yourself. Now, if the hair popped out, that's awesome. You want to clean the area again, and that's really, really important, because a lot of times the pore will continue to bleed. So you want to make sure that you're cleaning it, and that also helps with any sort of outside bacteria coming into it. And then you would put a bandage over the area. Hopefully you don't really need to do that. Hopefully there wasn't a lot of bleeding. But the most important thing is to keep it clean. If it's on your bikini area, you want to make sure that you are wearing clean underwear after that. And another thing that I want to make sure that I mention is that if you do not have a good visual, or if that ingrown, that thing that's bothering you, is in an area that you can't see very well, you're at a disadvantage. You can't see anything, can you? Okay. You're at a disadvantage for getting that. My legs are in the air. Okay. Yeah, so if you're like hunched over on the toilet trying to pull out an ingrown hair, just stop. Like, just don't. Let us take care of it. Come in and we'll help you. We like live for ingrowns, so like that would make our day. But let us help you get it out in a proper way, because if you're at a disadvantage, if you can't see it, you're not gonna help the situation by picking at it. So yeah, like let the experts do what they do. And this is so bizarre. Okay, so I also want to talk about like what I'm doing right now. They are sugaring what they couldn't see where I was on my back. And this is like a really super comfortable position. This would be like happy baby in yoga. And woo! So it just lets whoever's sugaring you see everything. And it's a heck of a lot better than being on all fours and letting somebody sugar you there. So anyways, yeah, let us take care of an ingrown that you can't see. If you are not able to come in for some reason, or just refuse to come in, the best thing that you can do besides leaving it alone is to apply a hot compress and let your body do its work. You need to be exfoliating. You need to put those hot towels on there, just let them sit. We recommend doing even like a once or twice a week mask on that area. So just watch TV without your pants on, and mask. You gotta pamper. You have to pamper your vulva. That's gonna be the title of this video. Because I'm doing something like that now, I think. No, it is. I'm feeling really conflicted. I definitely need a mask after this. So if you have any questions where this is concerned, or if you need a reference, one, you can submit your questions in the comments, or you can follow the link in the description if you'd rather be anonymous about it. Are we done?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, do I need to go on my side?
I actually got it.
You got it? Okay. Sweet. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish this video pantsless. So anyways, I forgot where I was at. Okay, so if you'd rather be anonymous, which I don't know why, because I'm like literally talking to you guys without pants on, but you can by following the link in the description. And if you need a reference for what removing an ingrown hair should look like, check out our Southern Sugaring channel, because we have a lot of extraction videos on there, and we're working on getting those videos to be like a little closer up so y'all can see more detail. Make sure that you subscribe to the Southern Lady Garden, and if you have a minute, follow us on Instagram at Southern Sugaring, and stay tuned for next week. Thanks, bye.